In the last video on setting up your instrument sounds, I failed to mention the mysterious H&R button. This button stands for head and rim, and it's a convenience function that links together the head and rim sounds. This can save you time when you are setting up various instruments, but on occasion it also gets in the way. You can toggle it off with the F6 button and then back on again. As an example, the other day I wanted to layer a cowbell on my snare, and as you see I currently have the cha-cha bell tip, which is not what I want. But if we go down to that layer and hit enter, now I have a list of presets, and I'll use the arrow keys, but it works the same with the dial. As I go up one step, it jumps over the preset named cowbell, which is what I want, and it goes straight to cowbell tip. It is jumping over what it considers the rim sounds because my trigger is set to head. If I turn off the H&R button, now when I go up one click, I get the sound I want. I can turn H&R back on and the sound will stay, but I would suggest leaving it off because that button has a secondary effect. And since a viewer asked, I want to switch over to a ride cymbal trigger to demonstrate. Let me move back to layer 1, and I'll change the volume for the cymbal. Notice that when I hit the bell or the edge, they are both showing that same volume change. Now, I suppose they could all three have been set to that volume, so I'll change the volume, and you can see all three triggers changed volume. That is because the H&R button is on. If I turn that off and change the bow, aka the head trigger, down to 0, when I hit the bell, it remains at the original increased volume setting. I'll bring that level down below the bow volume, and now the bow head trigger is at 0, the edge trigger is at plus 3.5, and the bell is at a -3. When you need a little more flexibility on the instrument, remember to check your H&R button.